Have you ever really thought about the huge difference in how people treat their birthdays? I mean, on one side, you've got these massive parties, balloons, a whole week-long event on social media, and then on the other side, you've got people who treat it like it's just another Tuesday.
So let's get into it. Why do some people just completely ignore their birthday? Is it sadness, a sign of maturity, or is there something, much deeper going on psychologically? Let's break down the reasons.
All right, our first profile is all about experience. For some people, the reason they don't celebrate today is because of some really painful memories from their past.
This isn't just a simple phrase, it's a really powerful defense mechanism. Think about it. If you've been let down over and over again on a day that's supposed to be special, your brain learns to protect itself. How? By just not caring anymore. The emotional price of getting your hopes up just becomes way too high.
Psychologists actually have a name for this: learned helplessness. The whole idea is that our brains can be trained by disappointment. After enough letdowns, the brain basically just decides, hey, it's safer if we shut down expectations entirely. It's all about preventing future hurt.
And these disappointments can be super personal, right? Imagine you're a kid and your friends forget it's your birthday. Or maybe your family is just too busy to make a big deal out of it. Or, and this one's tough, maybe you tried to plan a party once and almost nobody came. Stuff like that can seriously shape how you feel about birthdays for the rest of your life.
Okay, let's switch gears to our second profile. This one isn't about past pain so much as it is about the intense pressures of the present. For this group of people, life is just, well, it's overwhelming.
For these folks, it's usually not a conscious choice to ignore the day. It's really just a casualty of modern life. When you're just trying to survive the week, a birthday can feel less like a celebration and more like just another thing on a never-ending to-do list.
This can lead to a really interesting state called time blindness. Your brain gets so overloaded with tasks and deadlines that it starts to lose its ability to tell the difference between a special day and a regular one. It's like time and all the emotions tied to it just kind of blurred together in the chaos.
And just think about all the things causing that overload, especially today when we're all supposed to be busy. You've got work deadlines, college assignments, family duties, and just that constant low-level hum of stress in the background. The mental energy it takes to plan or even just enjoy a celebration, it's just not there. The day comes and poof, before you know it, it's gone.
Now for our third reason, and this one kind of reframes the whole conversation, because this isn't about sadness or stress at all. For some people, not celebrating is actually a sign of some serious emotional maturity and inner peace. This is such a powerful way to think, isn't it? It's this idea that your value as a person isn't tied to one single day of getting attention from everyone else. For these people, their sense of self-worth is solid. It comes from inside. So they just don't need a party to feel important or loved. And this connects directly to something called self-determination theory. It basically suggests that real happiness doesn't come from external rewards, but from things like autonomy, feeling competent, and that sense of inner satisfaction. So from this point of view, a birthday party is an external thing, but their self-worth is already taken care of internally.
And this really shows the contrast between the two sources of validation perfectly. On one side, you have that external scramble for attention, the parties, the gifts, the social media likes. But for someone in this third group, their feeling of value comes from a quiet internal place. It's a total shift in where you find your happiness.
And what's really fascinating is that this attitude about birthdays is rarely just about birthdays. It often reflects a person's entire approach to life.
People with this mindset, they tend not to crave the spotlight in general. They aren't chasing constant praise at work or counting likes online. They've figured out that real contentment comes from within. And they operate from this belief that you don't have to wait for one specific day a year to feel special. You can find joy in any day.
So as we start to wrap this up, what we've seen are three very different paths that all lead to the exact same behavior. Let's just quickly recap what we've covered.
This table lays it all out pretty clearly. Whether it's that protective shell built from a painful past, the sheer exhaustion of an overwhelmed present, or the quiet confidence of inner contentment, the reason for skipping a birthday says a lot about a person's inner world. Three totally different psychologies, three totally different motivations.
So here's what it all boils down to. The conversation isn't really about cake and candles at all. It's about where you get your sense of value and joy. Is it from an external event, something that just happens to you once a year?
Or is it something you build and feel from the inside every single day? That's really the question to think about for yourself.
Where does your celebration come from? Outside or within?